Hey, good evening and welcome to the Wild Cardinal Network and Cardinal Soccer, where we are doing the national anthem at the moment. Thank you for joining us. We'll be right back. Welcome back to the Wild Cardinal Network and St. Michael Soccer, where we've got the boys varsity taking on the Robertsdale Golden Bears tonight. I've also got Finn Larson with me, Mitchell Swanson, and the ever-popular Franklin Cash.
Yeah,
how are you, Franklin?
I'm doing great. It's great to be here tonight. It's a nice, cool night here at the Nest. Last time we played against the Robertsdale Bears, we won 3-0.
Now, the wind you hear is we have, go ahead, we're going to leave it like that because that's the way it's going to end up all game in order to hear him. But we've got Mitchell Swanson up on top running a camera.
How you doing, Mitchell?
How you doing, Mr. Tony? Franklin?
We're doing fantastic. So he's way up there tonight. You can actually see him wave around in the shadow, if you would, there, Franklin. Or Mitchell, I'm sorry. So you can see him about midfield waving in the shadows. So Mitchell's on the crow's nest. Finn Lars at color. We'll have Franklin Cash do play-by-play tonight. How about that? Sound good to everybody?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And Mitchell Swanson up there running the camera. You just add color whenever you can, sir. And I've got the Jumbotron under control, and we've got some graphics to run should anybody score for the Cardinals or a big save, something like that.
Might I add, Mr. Tony, those are some pretty good graphics.
Hey, we're not trying to, jinx things, so let's not talk about it.
Well, last time the Cardinals faced against the Golden Bears, they did win 3-0. I believe that was at Robertsdale, too, so now having the home field advantage.
Now, this should be the starting lineup for tonight. Number 1, Mark Flynn is in the goal keeper. He is wearing a... Is that what black uniform tonight? Sorry. Number 4, Nathaniel Moses. He's a freshman for us, along with number 5, Hux Maraglia, another freshman. Number 11 is Andy Cisneros. He is a 10th grader for us. Number 21, senior Toby Edmonston is out there. Number 15, Luke Lowe, another freshman. We have 5 seniors on the squad tonight, including number 3, Robert Watson, and number 12, Hillel Bill. Number 10, Raphael Duchesne. And number 6, Jackson Charles, that last senior that I wanted to call out. And then number 22, Jake Pink Shoes Lazary is out there. He is a sophomore for St. Michael.
Yeah, I think key players definitely Hillel Bill, Jackson Charles, and Jake Lazary. Jake Lazary has been crucial this year. He's done a very good job on the perimeter, getting the balls into Jake Lazary and Raphael Duchesne. And then Hillel Bill, just our wingman. He's done a great job all around the pitch. He has really controlled the entire game, and he's been an outstanding player for us this year.
It's like an out of bounds on.
Already Cardinals starting with the corner kick, not even a minute into the game. Cardinals showing some great defense. So that will be Hillel Bill taking the corner.
Robertsdale is playing pretty conservative. They're kicking it back into the defense, not focusing as much on the attack.
All the Cardinals huddle up in the 18-yard box, waiting for the kick. Something we have not seen all season, but a very tactical move to everyone just rush the box and hopefully one gets in.
Oh, and just a whiff kick right there, what it looked like.
Yeah, looks like Jake Lazary unable to get that one. Keeper plays it out to his defender. Looks like the Cardinals are playing a 2-3-5 formation. It's 2 2 forwards, 3 midfielders, 5 in the back, and 11 players on the pitch at one time. That adds up to 10, and then including that would be the goalkeeper. Good 1-2 passing between the Cardinals. Pass it out to Andy. Andy tries to get the head, but good defense there by the Golden Bears.
Yeah, that was a good stop there. Nice slide tackle to get it out. Otherwise, it would be a pretty good fast break for Andy.
A lot of pinball action. Good hit by Toby getting back in the action. Golden Bears trying to find something to do. Majority of the game already has been played in their half. Just can't seem to get it out. Cardinals have played tremendous offense. Freshman Hooks and Ragler now with the ball. Trying to get it out. Hook goes to Andy. Andy goes back to Huck. Huck tries to reset. Goes back to Robert. Robert might switch all the way across. He doesn't. Finds Jake. Unable to get that one. Golden Bears recover. Pink shoes now with the ball. Trying to find something to do with it. Making some good moves. Unable to get to that defense.
We got it out of danger there. It was a good play.
Good move there by Jake. Good left foot. Nice move by Jack. Out to Andy. Andy tries to get through into the yard box, but unable to. Jackson gets it through. Oh. Good defense there by big man Toby Edmondson. They do call a foul on the Golden Bears, so it'll be a free kick. About 35-ish yards. 35, 36 yards. Hello puts it up. Good defense there by the Golden Bears.
Hit it out. Oh,
Trying
back
to
in the
get it
box.
out. So it will be the Cardinals' ball. To be Emerson to throw it in. Out to Raphael. Trying to find something to do with it. Puts it through. Shot by Hello Bill.
Oh,
Saved by the keeper.
right at the corner.
That's got to hurt the keeper's back there, going straight into the post.
Golden Bears is trying to find something to do with it. Here comes Jake Lazary. Makes a good move. Puts it across. Nobody's there. We got to have someone there for us to score.
And that'll be a throw-in.
Just an amazing cross there by Jake Lazary. Cardinals got to have someone there to pop it in. Out to Andy. Andy trying to find something to do with it. Unable to. Golden Bears now. Jack Charles makes a move. Out to Jake. Jake, the shot. Oh, just off to the left. Great shot there.
Right past the goal. Good awareness by their keeper on that play. Not diving for that ball, even though it looked pretty close to coming in.
Looks like it will be a goal kick for the Bears.
There's a whistle. I think the last time the goalkeeper ran into the goal and moved it out of position. That's what they were fixing there. As Finn noted, he put his back into it.
Good steal by Jake Lazary. Bears are cover. Trying to find something new. They do get it across midfield, but the Cardinals get it immediately.
Andy Cisneros sends it all the way back to Mark Flynn. Who's the backup goalie? Does anybody know?
Zach D. Roy.
I don't know if we have one.
Zach D. Roy.
Okay.
He's on JV.
Great pass up there by Hooks Maraglio. Raphael with the ball now, trying to find something to do with it. Unable to. Cardinals playing great. Cardinals doing a great job so far this game, keeping it in the Bears side of the half. If it does get in our half, like right now, we're able to control the ball, and usually it's in the hands of the Cardinals, or feet, I guess, of the Cardinals. Good hustle there by Jack Charles. Able to get to Jake. Jake with the opportunity now. Pass it through to Raphael. Just a little hard.
Gets a little bit out in front of Raphael. And Raphael, just a sophomore, I think he's going to end up 6'5" at least.
He is tall. Good defense. Good hustle there by Jack Charles, but the Bears recover. Hello Bill with the ball now, our main man. And we get past the Bills out to Robert Watson, the senior. Robert trying for something to do. He gives it to Hux Maraglia. Huck with the ball. Cardinals another chance. Trying to play it through. Unable. Another shot on goal.
Golden Bears in white tonight with black lettering. Cardinals
High
in
kick.
gray.
Not very far. Luke Lowe, the freshman, settles it.
A lot of plays back to Mark. It's pretty smart because he can really boom it downfield when he needs to.
And it's Gennaro trying to get through now with the throw in. Jack Charles now gets it out to Hux Maraglia. Huck goes to Robert. Robert goes across the entire pitch. Out to Nathaniel. Then to Toby. Toby gets stolen. Good hustle there by Hello Bill. And he draws a foul. So it'll be a free kick for the Cardinals. So it was Nathaniel Moses, the freshman, who's taking it. Toby with the opportunity now. Crosses it. Gives it to Raphael. Raphael with the cross. Jake with a shot. Just over the top.
Looks like he made a field goal, though.
Looks like he did.
A little high on that attempt. And we got Mitchell Swanson up on top doing just a great job. Was that him right there?
Yeah, he's up.
What did he say?
What's up, Mitchell? What are you seeing up top?
I'm seeing a lot of stuff up top. It looks like good ball movement from St. Michael. And as you mentioned earlier, Franklin, or I believe it was Finn who mentioned it. Getting it back to Mark, so Mark can boom it downfield. Is really one of the pros of having a good, strong goalkeeper like Mark.
Yeah.
Other than that, most kind of like you said also earlier, Franklin, when Robertsdale gets the ball on our half of the pitch, it's all St. Michael controlling it. Oh, here's an opportunity to score right here. Oh my, and he just missed it.
Just a little bit off.
We're getting a lot of good shots in.
That was Raphael.
One of these has to drop at some point.
Sooner or later. We're looking to break a streak tonight, actually. The boys are on a 4-game losing streak. Scoreless
Good
the last
pass.
2 games.
Oh,
That'll be a Cardinal throw-in on the side. And Cisneros going to take it.
Okay, Jack Charles out in the corner now trying to find something to do with it. Good cross there. No one's there. We got to have someone there. Toby Edmondson all alone now. Passes back to Nathaniel Moses. And it goes back to Toby. Jake tries to take a touch, unable to, that goes out of bounds. Over the head foul on the.
Got 12 minutes
Bears.
gone in the first half now. 2 40-minute periods. Still scoreless. Now, Robertsdale is actually in 7A Area 2, so a couple classifications larger than St. Michael, of course. They are on a 2-game win streak, actually. They're 5-4-2 on the season.
That's not too bad.
They're 2-1 in their region. They've already started region play.
Have the Cardinals started region play yet?
Jacob Ramsey is their head coach. They have not started region play yet, no. They start, I believe, week after next.
Bears finally able to switch the pitch. Trying to get around. Intercepted there by the Cardinals. Back to Nathaniel, who goes back to Huck. Huck crosses the whole pitch, goes to Andy. Andy goes to, hello, Bill. Hello goes to Jack Charles, who makes a good move.
Good
Gets
move by
it back
Jack.
to Hillel. Does a great job. Then goes to Huck. Huck goes to Hillel. To Jack Charles. Jack Charles is swarmed by some Bears.
Kick it back to Mark.
I think, actually, as I look things over here, they do go back to Mark Flynn, that they start region play tomorrow. It's just that Max Preps is just historically inaccurate, and it does say it's a non-region game, but tomorrow they play Rain, and Rain is listed as in our region. And then Tuesday, 3:25, as they head down towards our goal, they open with Alberta, and then Bayside Friday, 3:28. So in March here, they have 3 region games.
Interesting. Yeah, because I'm pretty sure. So the boys are 5A
They are 5A Area 1.
for soccer. It's pretty interesting.
So are the girls. I believe that when the girls' soccer team goes up a classification, so do the boys. So I think that's.
Yeah, I
one of
believe
the
it's by
reasons behind
sport.
that.
Yeah. So the well, there is no volleyball at Bayside. I was going to say the boys volleyball team.
Yeah.
They don't have to worry. And then when we come into April, they finish out with Citronelle, an away game on 3/31. And then we come into April, we have 3 more region games. Of course, Rain on 4/2, Bayside Academy on April 8th. And then on Thursday, 4/10, we play Alberta. And then we finish with 2 non-region games. So they'll do all of their region play here over the next 4 weeks, actually. A little less than that. Today being the 18th. Sitting at 500 on the season exactly. Overall, they are 7-7-1. The Cardinals are.
Oh, that could have been a good play right there. I believe that was Raphael Duchesne and Jack Charles.
Very physical game. Roberts are not showing really any mercy for physicalness. I don't know if that's a word.
No, if I did guess.
Physicality, Franklin.
They both sound correct.
I think physicalness is still correct, but you know.
Who knows?
Roberts are able to get it back in our half. And then the Cardinals are intercepted. Like I said, here comes Bill. Cardinals the opportunity.
Good pass.
Get to Raphael. Raphael with a cross.
Oh, and it's going to go in. Who scores that?
I believe that was Jackson Charles. Mr. Tony, play that graphic.
Looks like Jack Charles.
Jake Lazary, Jack. There we go.
Charles.
How about that?
Woohoo!
Mr. Tony worked very hard on that graphic right there. I love him, Mr. Tony. I love him.
I'll try to. Here it is. And that was Jack Charles, right?
That was Jack Charles.
We'll swing that on.
Oh, we're about to get it back, was what it looks like right here.
They're playing inside their own box. That is risky. Some 1-2 action.
Just some great movement by St. Michael right now. Robertsdale hasn't been able to really stop them on their half of the field. And then right there, Huck with a steal.
Huck takes advantage of it.
He's looking for something to do, using its space to his advantage.
Toby Edmondson now with the ball, goes back to Nathaniel. Nathaniel tries to get to Raphael. Raphael with the ball. Goes back to Huck. Huck goes all the way back to Mark.
Let's see what Mark decides to do here.
Mark goes out to Nathaniel. A lot of really good passing going on here by the Cardinals. Pink shoes, Jake Lazary now, trying to get it out. Hits a defender. Jake Lazary the throw-in. Tries to get across into Mark. I mean to Raphael, unable to do that.
That was Andrew Kiernan trying to get that through ball.
Goes out to Jake. Jake with a cross, tries to get a shot in. Unable.
I like the shot idea. It's just a little too far out, I believe, for my liking, but also I bet you Coach Tito's liking as well.
So yet another goal kick for the Bears with 21 minutes left in this first half.
Good steal by St. Michael right there. Franklin, tell us a little bit about what's been going on at St. Michael lately.
Yeah, well, last Thursday, we had Hoops for Heart. That video is on YouTube channel. You can go watch that. The Hoops for Heart Club, myself included, part of the board. We raised over $2,000, a new school record, over this school year with all the half-court shots and Hoops for Heart sales, and there's a lot of donors. We did a great job. It was a fun game against the Seminarians. I myself was one of the coaches, so one of the only years during my semi career I was not going for a Hoops for Heart team. But it was a very good game. The Cardinals, the Hoops for Heart team was up by like 16, I think, at half. And at the end, the Cardinals, the Hoops for Heart Club won by like 2. There might have been two or 3, so it was a really good game.
Yeah, it's awesome. I heard Father Connor betrayed his own team and joined the Hoops for Heart team.
He did. He was on Hoops for Heart. Hold on, opportunity here for the Cardinals. Gets it out to Jack. Jack crosses it. Andrew Kiernan trying to get it back in.
It's looking like he will. Andrew not really doing much right there. Had a lot of space.
Gives it to Toby. Toby goes to Jake. Jake with a great move. Another one. Passes it to.
Oh my goodness.
It's in the box. Really anyone's move. And just a slow shot. Easy for the keeper to save. Yeah, no. A lot of our spring sports are in swing. With that swing, we got softball and baseball. Our baseball team is doing a lot better this year than they did last year.
Yeah, how about that?
Coach Bez, and with addition to Coach Bez, he's done a great job with this team.
Yeah, Coach Bez has really just revived the the St. Michael baseball team.
Crossed it in. Who scored that?
Another goal by Jack Charles.
Jack Charles, number 6.
Great job there by the Cardinals. Another great assist by Jake Lazary, and then another great shot. Like I said, spring sports coming in play. We have track and field on myself, and I think we have our 4th or 5th meet this season this Friday at Founders Park in Fairhope after school Friday. If anyone wants to come, be great. Track team doesn't get noticed a lot, but we do put in a lot of hard work. Both of our soccer teams doing good. We're watching soccer right now. Girls soccer team is doing great. What else we got? Golf. Golf is doing a good job. Tennis is doing a good job.
I believe Timus won their match against Bayside on Friday.
Did they?
I believe so.
Out in front of the goal again. Look at Raphael go. Oh, and he gets it!
Raphael Duchenne.
Raphael with the hit.
And, I mean, that's just too easy.
It's great to see him start like this. Like I said, they're on a 4-game losing streak, so a good start like this is just really great to see.
Absolutely.
Mitch, I think I got all the sports. Did I?
I think you did. We have lots of exciting stuff in the broadcasting class too.
We do.
Today we finished up one of our podcasts for the March Madness tournament, which will be uploaded soon, I believe. And then, not to give myself a shout out, but Swanee and the Boys is on the YouTube channel. I advise everyone to go check that out. It's awesome. It's a lot of fun filming with those senior guys, but also it's hilarious. Everyone I've talked to about it, they've thought it was funny. So I think you guys will think it's funny.
Mitchell, what is Swanee and the Boys?
Swanee and the Boys was kind of just a random idea that some of the senior guys had during 8th period. We go in the broadcasting room and we kind of just sit down and think of things that we can draft or that we can talk about, and it makes a really good podcast for it because everyone has different views sometimes.
What are some videos y'all have made?
Top 4 fruits. We drafted our top 3 sodas. We've done the best duos, drafted the best duos for. I had some pretty good picks. Cooper Kurth kind of topped everything off, though, with saying the best pick of all time, the body and blood of Jesus Christ. No one can really beat that. Looks like we have another opportunity for score.
And it is.
Raphael Duchenne for another goal.
Again for Raphael.
Miss Tony, you got to pull out these graphics a lot right here.
Awesome.
Robertsdale has kind of lost the morale.
I can't see who that is
4
coming
players
on.
coming in.
Looks like Wells Sawyer, Alex Cox,
Max Cox.
Excuse me, not Alex. Ryan Kerbel is in the game as well.
Yeah, Ryan Kerbel, Max Cox, Alex Cox, and Wells Sawyer coming in.
And Santiago.
I don't know. Pretty early to do that, seems like. 17 minutes still to go in the first half.
I don't know. When you get out in a 14-0 commanding lead, that's
2 in a row by Raphael. I saw him 3 weeks ago with 3 in a row, just rapid fire right after Halil Bill started out the scoring.
Nice little hat trick. I mean, and St. Michael's just playing St. Michael soccer like they have. Last year, losing so many seniors, Etienne Duchenne, Sidney Bowman, Matthew Drago, Samir Crooker, Smith Knapstein, so many key pieces of that team are gone now. James Bolton, and they've really had to rebuild, and they've rebuilt young. Getting some of those JV guys up on varsity like Alex Cox, Max Cox, Hux Maraglia, Andrew Ryan Kerbel, all of them who are very good, capable players for this team. And, as you've seen, Raphael Duchenne and Jack Charles have just been playing out of their minds so far. And Hillel Bill and Jack Charles are really the 2 leaders on this team. Them and Robert Watson have really stepped in the shoes of those seniors that have graduated. and tried to take on that role as best they could. It looks like a header right here.
Oh,
and just barely
saved.
saved. Andrew
Good
Kiernan
save.
on that shot. You got to love the shots on goal right now.
Now, Hello Bill did an excellent job of bringing that ball down the field and putting it in position like that.
Yeah, he brought it from midfield to about halfway through the 18-yard box, if not closer.
Absolutely.
Now with another opportunity for a corner kick. A great scoring opportunity here for the Cardinals to put them up 5-0 with 15 minutes left in the first half.
Let's see if we can do that. I think once we get to 5, I think we keep going. Looks like they'll get it in. Looks like that was Nathaniel Moses who they got that into, and that ball just kind of dissolved out of bounds.
It was really anticlimactic, actually.
Yeah. Nice little layup pass, as some would say. Almost a steal right there.
Great hustle there by Andrew Kiernan.
I'm definitely liking the hustle that we're seeing out here. Even though we're up to a 4-0 lead, we're just not stopping.
Absolutely.
Yeah, for sure.
It's like the girls when they played Foley. I mean, you didn't see a lack of hustle a few weeks back. You didn't see any lack of hustle for them. They kept pushing. They kept going.
They did. Yeah, another thing that's going on in St. Michael Mitchell, now that we're kind of getting into it, SGA, if you want to become part of the student government program here at St. Michael, and students listening, you can get a form from Ms. Gamard. I believe the elections are coming up soon, either next week or the next. Any juniors looking to be SGA president?
I believe we have 2 known candidates for SGA president right now. I believe that's Samantha Kokoski and Andrew Kiernan. Correct me if I'm wrong, though. Frankly.
Yeah, I know Andrew Kiernan for sure. I don't know about Samantha Kokoska. I haven't really heard much about it, but I know Andrew Kiernan definitely.
Now, fellas, who's number 23 down there, closest to the ref? He's not on the roster.
I believe that's Ryan Kerbel.
Ryan Kerbel, okay. He's an 8th grader, correct?
Yes, he is.
All right.
Very good soccer player. And he plays football, too. He's a beast in both sports.
So a foul there on Max Cox with the Cardinals. It would be a free kick for Robertsdale.
See what Robertsdale decides to do with this free kick.
He's a long way out to just try a shot.
Lefty kick, too.
And that goes nowhere.
Just a bit outside.
Been playing very, very good right now in this game. I mean, Mark really hasn't had to do anything. That's a good thing, I would guess. For most goalkeepers.
If Mark has only touched the ball with his legs, it's a pretty good thing.
Yeah. Most goalkeepers wouldn't say that. Some of them want to be in the action, but also you have some of them, don't really want to be in that action because when that ball comes, most goalkeepers 9 out of 10 times are worried about letting that ball go in the net.
I'm not liking the spacing that we're seeing so far. There's a lot of getting crowded in.
Yeah, that is. We saw a lot more spacing last year, for sure with Tito's team. But I think Tito's decided to adopt a little bit of a new style of play, is what it looks like.
That was Wells Sawyer that was heading down the field after the ball. I think. Nope, that wasn't.
I believe that was Alex Cox.
Alex Cox. Will Sawyer is down here closest to us in the orange shoes, number 7.
You're correct, number 7 in the orange shoes.
Good steal by Max.
That is Max. I mistook a number 2 for number 7. And then Ryan Kerbel, number 23. As there's been wholesale changes in the lineup after our 4-goal lead, pardon me.
Now, some might not like this, but I'm really loving the kits we have on, the uniforms. I like the gray and the white kind of comboed together. It makes for a really interesting look on the field, and I think the black short or the dark gray shorts really pair well with the white and the dark gray. And a goal opportunity right here. We'll see what Wells does, and that just goes out of bounds. Looks like that got.
Yep, tried to get it back in towards number 14. Andrew Kiernan.
Looks like that just got a
Will
little
Sawyer.
bit ahead of him.
And number 2, Max Cox as well.
Shouldn't that be a Cardinal corner?
It seems like it.
I don't know what the ref called there.
Yeah, it went off of the player.
They called a foul, so it'll be a free
Okay.
kick for the Bears.
If I had
Foul.
to guess, they would boom this one. Yep.
It's out to Andrew. Nice settle there by, I think that was Max Cox. Good challenge
Tied
by
up
Luke
right
Lowe.
there.
Well,
Go
Sawyer
straight to
now.
Wells. Good attempt to steal that by Wells. And then Andrew Kieran comes and cleans that up. There goes Alex Cox. Looking to do something with it. Stolen by the Bears. Again, I feel like Robertsdale's only come down our field one time and taken a shot on goal. Other than that, it's been really, really quiet for Robertsdale as St. Michael has some substitutions. I believe Jackson Charles is going to come back in, so is Robert Watson and Andy Cisneros. They're going to give some...
Try to keep those stands out of the camera there, Mitchell, a little bit. They're really bright right now.
Yes, sir.
It's making the rest of the field go dark, so do the best you can to keep for the next 10 minutes or so while the sun is beating down on the aluminum stands across the way. Ooh, maybe you can get a close-up. Here comes Jerry Marlowe in the silver Honda. He's coming to check up on how his students are doing. So far, so good.
That's right.
We are on air and graphics and all. 4 commentators.
I'm liking the ball movement here. It's a lot of swinging around. We are playing primarily on our own side, though. Just trying to get it out, get some offensive move going.
That'll be a St. Michael throw-in right now.
Speaking of graphics, we have a lot of plans for next year's football schedule and football season.
Absolutely.
If you want to become a WCN, if you want to have an ad on the WCN, those spots are still open. How much are those spots, Mr. Tony?
There, I believe, we'll have to get with Miss Marlowe, but there were $1,200, $1,000, and $1,300 if you wanted to be like a halftime or pregame or postgame sponsor. Was an extra $300 to get your live read up for those segments. Trying to see what happens here is
Good play by Max.
Sawyer.
Max
Or excuse me, not Max.
number 7.
I believe that, yeah, it was
Wells.
Wells.
We'll get the exact numbers on that. But, no, that's a very good idea, Franklin, because what we want to do is get your sponsorship in as early as possible, and we want to work on those advertisements with the students before they break for the summer because, of course, football really starts before classes start.
That's
Absolutely.
right.
And it may be hard for us to bring in those students for some of them to add. So the earlier the better.
Yeah, it's going to be really hard over the summertime to get some videos on the YouTube channel, but we're going to try.
Now, Mr. Tony, do you think we'll be able to get the Pat Greenwood back in the booth for next football season for a game or two?
I am very sure that we can, actually.
I think that would be great.
I think a field
It'll
trip.
all depend on his schedule and what USA's schedule and our schedule does.
Mm-hmm.
But we should be able to make at least one week work out of a 10-week season.
I think a field trip there would be great towards South's facilities.
Man, just keep saying that over and over again. Because I want to do that as well. Their facilities would be awesome to see, and especially for the broadcasting class. They have all the equipment there. They do an ESPN Plus broadcast of the South Alabama games. So they have requirements they have to meet. So many people on the team and all that good stuff. So it would be interesting to see, as the WCN is only in its 2nd year, really, of existence.
Yeah. Remember last year doing all the middle school games? That was a lot of fun.
Out of the back of a truck.
Oh, yeah. One of the OG members.
We didn't have a stadium, and we were just practicing and trying to get everything put together so that we could do our inaugural season, beginning with football last fall and then extending through the spring here.
Yeah,
get as much as we can. We're getting basketball a little bit more organized, and hopefully we can have a few sponsors for basketball next year. I'd love to have some sponsors for soccer.
Sponsors for every sport would be good, too.
Yes, if you'd like to become a sponsor, you can email us at WCN@stmichaelchs.org. Again, that's WCN@stmichaelchs.org.
And we will have all the students reading your whatever script that you send us, or we can make one.
Yeah.
If you have a already made advertisement, we can read over it with the students to kind of make it a St. Michael thing. Something like that. If we could make a spoof of your advertisement if you'd like us to.
That's right.
That's what we did the first day of class this year.
The last thing I'd like to mention is if you have a child on a team or an attending St. Michael and you would like to have them do a read, even though they're not in the broadcast class, we'll bring them in. We'll do a read with your son or daughter as well, a sponsorship read to include you in on kind of the loop as things go through.
Broadcast team always looking for new members.
I was doing that as well, yes. We had 10 great sponsors last year. I think we ended up actually with 12 at the end of the year. A couple trickled in after the start of the season. And we're hoping to improve upon that this year. Hopefully, people noticed what we did and thought that we had a good start.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
we made mistakes. I'll be the first person to make that.
I've heard nothing but good things about those ads, too. Everyone loves them.
We made a lot of mistakes. We learned a lot about internet and traveling.
That's right.
Yep.
That,
bit rates and stuff like that.
The UMS Halloween game was
brutal.
Four takes on that one.
So so we learned a lot, and hopefully, we improve every week, and that's what we hope, season upon season as well.
Yeah, football's going to be very good next year. We have a really good team.
An exciting team.
Absolutely. Losing some key seniors, but filling those spots in with guys who have really good potential and some really young guys too.
Mr. Marlowe has already started moving his camera over there. He's on camera 3, so we can. It's up high.
It's like they'll get it. Santiago.
3.5 minutes left in this half. Carl's trying to put another one in. Here's Alex Cox.
Just couldn't get it through.
Unable to.
Oh, man, and I have Alex Cox graphic already. Robertsdale hasn't done a lot of shot on goals. Real good job by the Cardinal defense so far.
That'll be a corner kick is what it seems like, or what it should be, I believe.
They call that a goal kick.
Interesting. I thought it was last touch by the Bears over Robertsdale.
Well, as he watches time tick away.
Mr. Tony, for football next year, will we have the same schedule, just the home and away games are flipped?
For the most part, that's my understanding, yes. And I don't believe that, like Pensacola, I don't know that was nailed down as like a home and away event or not.
I think that was just that we didn't have anybody to play.
Correct. And so they may have the same kind of situation this year.
No one, they couldn't find anyone that was willing to play us.
Right.
But also it was really good to get Pensacola to play us.
That was a great game.
Yeah, really good game.
Oh, it ended up being a terrific game, of course. Winning it made all the difference.
Onside kick recovered by Pensacola in the final seconds and a 4-down stop in the red zone.
Yeah, that defense was very stout that game and prepared for whatever was coming their way. Obviously, without Cooper Kurth that game, so Cooper Helper having played both sides of the ball.
Yeah, Gunner threw some bombs to Tucker Tomlinson in that game.
Absolutely.
Now, we lost one of our wide receivers as he moved out of the area in Brody Sella. I keep looking at Raphael Duchesne and saying, man, I bet he can catch a football.
We need to get him out there. He's quick, too.
It is true.
Him and his brother are very tall, Etienne Duchesne and Raphael. Both very tall. Etienne, obviously, a two-sport athlete playing soccer and basketball. Raphael could very well play 3 sports, basketball.
Down here dangerously in front of our goal. Oh, my goodness.
That was close.
Guy from Foley tried that and ended up putting a point on our board.
That's right. Great move there by Wells Sawyer. Wells gets it out to Alex Cox, 50 seconds left in the half.
Very good pass by
Cardinals
Wells.
trying to do something with it, but they lose possession.
Maxwell trying to fight for it here.
Good take by Andrew Kiernan. They're going to get that through to, looks like they try to get it through to Alex. Andrew tries to get it back with time ticking away.
And looks like
if we can get a quick score right here, the Cardinals will go up in the half 5-0.
Max Cox was slow to get up after that. Looks like someone banged into his shin.
Excellent job by the substitutes, though. That is not our starting lineup out there. They didn't give up any momentum at all when they came in. In fact, they ended up a lot of shots on goal. Maybe the last minute here, Robertsdale's been down towards their goal here. But other than that,
that's going to be halftime.
That's it. We'll go into half 4-0. 4 goals to nothing. Your St. Michael Cardinals on top. We will take a break here as well. We'll be back in just a few minutes. Normally this is about a 15-minute break, but we'll keep our eyes on the field and come back if anything important happens. Thank you for joining us. You're watching Cardinal Soccer on the WCN.
Woo! Ready for some soccer, eh?
Welcome back.
Put him there. You go. Don't forget about Finn. Finn switch placement with Mitchell, so Finn's up on top.
Glad to be in the.
Welcome back, Cardinal fans. Your Cardinals are currently 4-0. Leading 4-0 over the Robertsdale Bears, the 7A Robertsdale Bears.
Yeah, this game has not been close at all. And we get the kick at half. So
Raphael Deschênes with 2 goals and Jackson Charles with 2 goals. Looks like we do the starters back in. I guess they'll just play for first 10 or 15 minutes. And then I reckon the JV players will get some more action.
As the sun starts to set here at the nest.
2 goals in the first half by Jackson Charles and 2 goals by Raphael Deschênes. Puts us at the 4-0 goal advantage that we have right now.
Hopefully we can see a hat trick and, get some other people to score.
Now it's looking like there's a good number of starters here starting the second half. Toby Emerson is back out there. So is Jake Lazary. Hello, Bill.
Raphael Deschênes.
Robert Watson as well.
Yeah, so it looks like they might have started the game with the normal starting lineup here. They'll probably sub after just getting themselves warmed up out there.
Reckon they will.
Just a little bit too far of a through ball there by Jack to Raphael. But nonetheless, he had the right idea on that pass. Booming kick straight to Robert. Robert, good clear.
Gets that to Toby.
See what Toby decides to do with this.
Toby with a good move, gets that to Jake. Jake makes a great move, unable to keep the ball in bounds though.
That'll go to Robertsdale. As the first 2 minutes are off the clock here in the second half. Well, the first minute, excuse me. I don't believe we've had a single stop yet in the game, Mr. Tony and Franklin. So as of right now, I don't believe there will be any extra time.
Yeah, I don't think they will.
I don't think there'll be much either.
No injuries that I can think of. Just a couple slow get-ups.
Yeah.
It is very cold. It is cold outside, so that could be a factor. They always say the cold makes it hurt a little bit worse sometimes when you get hurt and take a blow to anywhere really in your body.
And the wind has died down a little bit from the beginning of the game. It should really calm down really well here as the sun sets.
Yeah.
We played last Saturday, and I tell you, the wind was a factor. It was coming right at us or coming across the field, and it got underneath a number of kicks.
A long throw from Robertsdale right there.
Yeah, so the whole first half, Cardinals did a great job of keeping the ball in Robertsdale's half, and that's how we got 4 goals in the first half. First 30 minutes in the game, first 25 to 30 minutes of the game. Another scoring opportunity here. Raphael and Jake Lazary all alone, but it looks like it will be a goal kick.
He knows he missed that cross to Jake right there. And that's good that he realized that and that he saw what he could have done better, and he'll probably do that better next time. Long kick from Robertsdale. Straight to Huck.
Straight to Huck's noggin.
Took that one like a champ.
Jackson Charles
using his speed to his advantage.
Gets
Gets
it to
that
Jake.
ball, and just see if Jake can say anything.
Oh, remarkable
Tries.
job just to get a kick towards the goal out of that.
Nonetheless, very good ball movement or very good speed by Jack Charles right there. Showing how quick he really is.
Yeah, Jack was a great swimmer back in the fall.
Looks like Toby's going to throw it in here. He's going to get in Hillel. Hillel needs to be careful. 2 guys on him. Good defensive play by Toby right there, getting that ball out of the Robertsdale players' feet.
All the way back to Huck.
Again, Toby, another one of those 2 sport athletes on this team. a very good linebacker, defensive end, whatever you want to call him, on that defense. And him and Ali Deese led that senior group on the defense to a tremendous season.
They did, yeah. School history, historic season.
11-2 that's hard to do in high school.
For sure. I'm guessing we'll do just the same, if not better, next year.
Absolutely. Andy gets a little bit tripped up right there on the turf monster. Good play by Raphael, getting that ball back, and it looks like they're going to get somebody offsides. They might. It's either Jake or Andy they're going to call offsides right there. And that kick just goes straight out of bounds. Very fast pace from the Cardinals right now, as Andy just gets that one immediately.
Great moves by Jack Charles. Jack Charles trying to get Jack.
Oh, and that was a very good move by the Robertsdale defender. I believe it's number 9, using his body to shield Jake off from the ball. Number 5, excuse me. From shielding Jake off from the ball to possibly scoring that goal. Good play by Robert right there, getting that ball. So I believe that's Luke Lowe, number 15.
I don't know, guys. There's really no sense of urgency yet from Robertsdale.
No.
They've given up the ghost.
And that's surprising. It's 4-0, and you'd think there'd be a little bit of urgency and a little bit of, we need to get back in this game after the first 2 scores.
Now, granted, we've got some good play going on out there by the Cardinals.
Beautiful through ball from Hillel. And then Raph, see what he can do. Oh, it just gets knocked out by number 13. Good slide tackle.
It's going to end up a throw-in from the side, though, for the Cardinals.
Let's see if St. Michael can score right here. Make that 5-0. As time is going by very fast. No stoppage at all so far in this game.
Oh, handball.
Booming kick.
Good settle by Hooks from Raglia.
Hook looked like he wanted to go to Toby for a second. And they'll just give it back to Mark. He needs to get it out fast. Number 18 is sneaking around. They'll find Bill in open space. Bill has plenty of options. Jake has to be careful right here not to go offsides. Beautiful through ball.
And a shot, and it's in.
Score. That's Jackson Charles' hat trick. 3 goals from Jackson Charles.
But they call it offsides.
Oh no.
Wow.
We brought it down before the flame went all the way across the board.
I'm not sure about that one. It looked like he got back.
I thought it looked like when they made the initial pass, he was behind the defender.
But also, yes, it's off the initial pass to where if you can or cannot be behind the defender. And it really looked like he was, and that was just a good goal. Sad to see that they took it away from him. But here from the WCN, that goal counted for all of us. Good play by Toby right there, using the outside of his foot to get that ball back up to Robert. So Marco's about
They're feeling sorry for Mark Flynn and just kicking the ball back to him.
I know.
Get him involved a little bit.
Mark has not. I don't think Mark has had to leave. I don't think he's had to leave or stay anywhere near the goal at all this whole entire game.
No, our defense
Great
is
through ball.
Good through ball. Let's see if Jackson can execute right here. Looks like he's going to cross it. If he can. Cannot get that out. There's Bill. It's saving him on that play. But as I said, I don't think Mark has been anywhere within, I don't know, maybe 5-6 yards of the goal throughout the whole entire game. A little bit of a collision right there with number 18 and Toby Edmondson. Good play by Huck.
I've decided Jake Pink Shoes Lazary and Huck Salmon Shoes. Australia. They're actually very close to the same color.
As Mr. Tony said earlier, you got to feel bad for Mark. Got to feel bad for him. No action back there in goal, which is a good thing for the team. But I bet you Mark would beg to differ about that, as he seems like a guy who wants all the action coming to the goal, making all the saves. I think Robertsdale's only had one shot on goal, and it was a pretty poor attempt. See what Jake Pink Shoes does as he gets the pass from, I believe it's Nathaniel Moses. He'll get to Raph. Raph's going to cross it. Beautiful cross. Hello, Bill.
Oh, saved.
Saved.
Saved by the keeper.
Beautiful shot by Hallel. Beautiful cross by Raphael Duchesne. Good save there by the keeper.
That was a really
30
good
minutes
save.
left in this half. Cardinals still up 4-0.
Booming kick. Long kick.
Opportunity for Mark to use his hands, and he does.
First time all game.
There you go, Mark. First time using his hands. Might want to cherish this moment.
Booming kick from Mark. Good play by Raphael. And Jake's going to come back on sides to receive that kick. And they're going to try and get a through ball to Hallel. Oh, and oh my goodness.
Looked like a good setup.
That should be a Cardinal corner.
I believe it will be.
I believe, yeah, it should be a corner kick for the Cards.
It's usually Hello Bill, and it is number 12 down there for the Cardinals.
Looks like St. Michael is going to go into a whole conclave right here. As they all disperse, Bill's going to kick it short. Oh, straight to Raphael. Raphael kind of at an awkward position when the ball came. Beautiful kick. Cheeky move by Bill right there, trying to come back and steal that ball without Robertsdale seeing.
Robertsdale just not able to match the speed of the Cardinals.
No, not at all. They haven't had very many good plays, as Robertsdale will sub some players on. I believe that's one of the first substitutions Robertsdale's had all game.
Really?
Took 3 in and out there, looks like. He stayed 13 minutes with this same lineup here. Coach Rodriguez has.
Huck Salmon Shoes. He's going to get the ball. Oh, and Jake Lazary wants that ball.
Oh, he does.
Beautiful kick by Robert, and Jake's going to get that ball, hopefully.
Crosses it.
Oh, and just
Raphael was there.
a little bit too far ahead.
Mm-hmm.
But nonetheless, Raphael was in the perfect spot to receive that kick. Another booming kick from Robertsdale.
He gets it out there.
Got to be careful right here. That's a
There
save
you
from
go.
Mark. Mr. Tony, I think you can throw up that save graphic.
You think I can?
I think
I
you
think you
should.
can.
Yeah, they're back in play already. You kind of got to save that for when he knocks it out of bounds, you
Yeah.
know, kind of thing, and they don't go right back into play.
Haven't had many of those opportunities tonight.
Be a heck of a deal if I was running a graphic and somebody scored or something. You know, that wouldn't be good.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So the timing is everything. But you're right. That looked like a good opportunity. It was an excellent save by Mark. First shot on goal that I can remember for Robertsdale in the second period. Anybody else?
I honestly think
I
that's
think
the
it's the first
second
all
shot
game.
all night. Second shot all night from Robertsdale. Hello, Bill using his speed to his advantage. Oh, my goodness. Just flying down that field. Makes you wonder, what is his 40 time?
Wow.
Put it in. Oh,
my goodness. Oh.
Jack it's knocked away. Saved by the keeper for Robertsdale there. As he
Great save there.
Got a
what
glove
a
on
shot
it.
on goal. What ball movement from the Cardinals.
They have not let up in the second half here at all, have they?
No.
That was a very nice shot.
I don't think Coach Tito plans on letting up. Coach Tito is very, very aggressive when it comes to this.
Comes a shot from the corner for her little Bill.
Let's see if the conclave.
The keeper went up for it dangerously. That was kind of a gamble by the keeper on that to go up that high. If he didn't get it like he didn't get it, he was out of position. Less than 25 minutes now to go. And unless Robertsdale just really starts pouring on some jet fuel, there's a chain of events I can't imagine.
Yeah, I don't think it's looking too good for the Robertsdale Bears. I mean,
there's a shot, and that's Raphael Duchesne.
That's Raphael's third goal of the night. Hat trick for the young lad.
Beautiful goal. Cardinals go up 5-0. Mr. Tony, play that graphic. Beautiful execution from St. Michael.
Number 9 is Alex Cox, comes in for him. We gave up a little bit of height advantage between those two players.
Absolutely.
And already stolen by the Cardinals. Jack with the opportunity now.
Maybe
Plays
Jack can
it
have
safe.
a trick.
Huck with a big turnaround.
.24 minutes left in the second half. Dude, it's Huck Smaraglia. Just kicking that ball out.
As a cloud of dust came up out of the field. That shouldn't be. Now our new field here, you can tell that the sand kind of washed off the crown a little bit and ended up on the sidelines of the field.
Yeah, it did. We've had a lot of rain here at the Nest, but I think they'll definitely get that shaping up before football season, as that is our big money changer, I guess, for the
Comes Robertson
for the year, and they call it offsides.
Felt like an opportunity for Robertsdale there, but nothing comes of it.
Mark trying to find something to do. Just passes an easy pass to Nathaniel Moses. Nathaniel, long deep pass trying to find Jake. Jake gets a good touch. Going
He might
around.
get there again.
He's trying to find something to do with it.
Oh, he
gets
can
it around. And he puts it in.
Dang.
Great shot and great play of there by Jake Lazary.
Beautiful.
Good
Make it
shot.
6-0 St. Michael, and it has just been a track race for the Cardinals.
And I was able to actually get a replay on that. Let's pull it up here and get an opportunity to see Jake Lazary for a second time.
Almost hits a kick to the face. Gets around 3 defenders.
Beautiful move
And then
right
takes
there.
the left foot shot.
Using his feet to his advantage.
6 goals here tonight for the Cardinals. Last time we played Robertsdale, we won 3, and now 6-0 with 22 minutes left in the half.
Jack Charles trying to get into more of the action. As I believe Andrew Kiernan subbed in the game.
Yeah, Andrew hasn't been able to get as much time as he wanted this year due to the fact that his hamstrings have been hurting him a little bit. Not enough to keep him out of the game, but just enough to keep him not as sufficient as he would like to be. And
There
not
goes
as
Bill.
much play time as he wants to be.
Oh,
Good clear there by the Bears. Santiago now checked in.
good ball movement from the Cardinals right now.
Mark Flynn says, back off. I got it.
Mark Flynn wanting to get some action now.
He needs something to do back there sitting in goal. I mean,
He does. I don't blame him.
he doesn't have much else to do besides sit and wait. Trying
Deep
to get
pass
that-
to Alex Cox.
Oh,
Oh, just took the wrong
Tries to
angle
make a
right
move.
there. Oh, and just swallowed up by the Robertsdale keeper.
Good save by their keeper.
Could have been a second chance point there from Andrew.
The hustle by Alex Cox was pretty good there.
Absolutely.
just kind of snuck into position.
Booming kick. Straight to Robert in open space. Robert's going to head that one up. Bill's going to give it back to
Back to
Huck. Huck Salmon Shoes. That's Mr.
Goes to
Tony calls him.
Nathaniel to Hillel.
And there
Well,
goes
that's
Robert.
Robert. Good move by Robert. Makes the defender bite.
Oh,
Tries to get through to Jake, unable.
and Robertsdale just looks like they're kind of scrambling here. A little clustered here on this left side. 4 guys kind of all in the same spot. Oh, no. And that'll just go to St. Michael as Robertsdale kind of kicks it, but notice nobody there. And that'll be swallowed by the keeper.
20 minutes left to play.
Still lots of time in this half. Don't get me wrong, but as you said earlier, Mr. Tony, it would take a chain of events that I do not see happening for Robertsdale to come back.
We've just kind of, left them a little bit confused all night, it seems like. Just
Yeah.
a moment ago, you kind of highlighted that. They've been a little flummoxed all night.
They have.
So this will bring a nice win for the Cardinals, though. As we mentioned at the beginning of the broadcast, they were on a 4-game losing streak, so a nice turnaround here for them tonight against a 7A opponent.
For sure.
Coach Tito, I'm sure, is real happy with most everybody's play that I can think of, with possible exception of Mark Flynn.
Yeah.
He only got 1 save so far tonight. No, of course, I'm joking.
Mark Flynn's going to have a fun film session. Not much to be yelled at for him.
Good cross. Gets to Jack Charles. Jack Charles trying something with it.
That should be a Cardinal corner.
And the corner to go.
I heard a whistle, though.
They will call it.
They will call it offsides, I believe. I believe they called that offsides.
I believe they did as well.
Yes, he was just a little bit ahead of the defender at the initial kick. Bill's just going to give that back to Mark.
Mark goes out to Robert. Robert with.
Ooh. Kind of an awkward kick there from Andrew and Robert back and forth to each other.
Throw in from the Bears from midfield. We're down to 17 minutes to go.
Finn, what are you seeing up top in the bird's eye view?
I'm seeing a lot more ball movement from the Cardinals and maybe more defense oriented. We're definitely playing more conservative, but I still think we're doing a good job of doing this as a team.
Yeah, absolutely. It's been a great one so far. I mean, for the boys soccer team to get this win, I mean, that's huge. Throw in here from St. Michael, and they'll just be throwing it right back in.
Number 9 is Alex Cox.
Good kick back to Jake. And as I said earlier, Robertsdale just looking really flustered, not knowing what to do. And this just looked kind of like a rush kick right there. I believe that was Will Sawyer. Bill back to Wells. And Jack will be right there for him. He's going to send this ball through to Alex, at least try to, as it is stolen by Robertsdale. But good hustle from Max. And Jake Lazarus is going to take this one. Had Alex on the right side there, but a little too soft on the touch for that shot. Again, Robertsdale playing a 1-3-2-4 right now is what it looks like.
It's the one that I don't figure out. I mean, that soccer, their keeper has just a foot on him. He puts that ball way past the logo each and every time, but he's only got one guy down there to go after it.
Yeah. I'm not sure really what the strategy is behind that, but
I mean, he can really lay into that ball, but it's not helping them at all.
Yeah. If there are at least a couple more guys going for that ball, I believe Robertsdale would have had a lot more chances to, really score and take more shots on goal as well.
Most of the time, he's tried that. They've been outnumbered 3-1, and that's not counting Mark.
A little bit of confusion here with the refs in Robertsdale. Good play by Andrew Kiernan. Catching them off guard.
They just come right in and take the ball.
Yeah. He was not prepared for Andrew to come behind him like that. There goes Jake Lazary again.
He's trying. Oh. Just a little bit outside, up and to the right.
Aimed right for that top corner of the goal. Just could not get it to fall through. Mr. Tony, I want to talk a little bit about March Madness. Who do you have winning
Iowa State
this year? Iowa State.
Even after all the injury problems?
Yes.
Mr. Tony, would you like to elaborate?
I have to remain loyal. That is where I went to school many, many, many years ago.
You heard it.
And I've been just waiting for them to do something in the postseason.
I had them winning last year, and they failed me.
Again,
which would mean they failed me as well.
Yeah.
A scoring opportunity here for the Cardinals. A free kick. Looks like Hillel Bill will be taking it. Might be a little sneaky action with Jackson Charles to his left. But he might just try to ping it into the goal. And he does. Good save there by the keeper.
Now, Franklin, who do you have winning the dance?
You know I got to give my Florida Gators that. They've had a tremendous season. I might be a little bit bandwagon, but my mom went to Florida.
They had some good upsets, didn't they?
They did. They've beaten Tennessee by 20 or 30. They beat Auburn. They beat Alabama. They've had a tremendous season.
I believe all those games were on the road as well.
Yeah.
So Florida
and
is
winning the SEC tournament just a couple days ago.
That's a huge accomplishment.
Great momentum going into March Madness.
Florida kind of reminded me of that. Another shot on goal.
Oh, and it goes in.
Go. Jake Lazary, I believe.
His second goal
Jake
tonight.
Lazary. Oh, why is that there?
Jake Pink Shoes Lazary with a goal to make it 7-0. St. Michael with about 12 minutes left, I believe.
Yeah, it's about 12 or 11.
Now, Finn, I wanna go up to you up top in the crow's nest. Who do you have owning the big dance this year?
To Franklin's delight, I got Florida.
Wow, interesting.
It's gonna be either Florida or Auburn. I feel like Duke and Houston will burn out early.
Really?
I agree. I'm very high on Houston right now.
Well, Duke, Florida and Auburn are both on the same side of the bracket. Long shot.
Oh my gosh, off the crossbar. Holy cow.
Well, Florida and Auburn are on the same side, so who would you have finding them in the championship?
It'd either be Auburn or Michigan State, depending on how I think the first games go. It'll kind of set the mood for the whole tournament.
Now I'm going to go with my big dance winner. I'm going to go with Auburn. Yes, there's a little bit of bias there, but I think losing those last 3 out of our 4 games, I think that'll ignite a fire in our team, as Auburn is a very feisty team, very scrappy team, very hard-playing team. Has another opportunity on goal here, and couldn't quite get it. But I like my Auburn Tigers making a big run this year in March and getting their first national title.
Auburn's got a strong team.
They
really do. There's a lot of teams with opportunity this year. My loyalty notwithstanding, Iowa State, they did not finish strong, and you mentioned the injuries. But Florida, I have to say, has played very well, come up with some very big wins.
They have.
I would have to give them the tip of the hat if I was really a betting man. I don't do a bracket because I consider that gambling because I never win. But if I was, I'd put Florida as the top spot from what I've seen.
Yeah, I really like Florida. And then shout out to Finn up at the top. I really like UC San Diego.
I'm with you on that one. UC San Diego is going to make a nice Sweet 16 run.
I'm also very high on McNeese and High Point.
High Point's my favorite, but McNeese playing on Clemson, that's going to be a tough matchup.
Oh, my gosh.
There's another one.
Weaving through the defense, and he
scores.
scores.
Jake Lazary in again.
Oh, my goodness.
That's a hat trick for Jake. All 3 goals in the second half.
I mean.
And we did get a replay of that as well, as he just kind of wove his way through there. And here he comes.
Around 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 defenders in the area, plus the goalkeeper 7.
He split those 2 guys.
I mean.
And wasn't much effort involved.
No. I wouldn't be surprised if we scored 2 more before the end of the 10 minutes was up.
Yeah, for sure.
There was really just a lack of effort by the Bears there. I don't know that the speed had a lot to do with it. A little disheartened, I understand. 8-0.
Booming kick.
Yeah. Might be the Bears. I don't know how they're going to react.
Might just be a little bit of the off night.
But
an off night for
giving it to the Bears, they have reacted very well.
Now, while we still have some starters out there, they have pretty much cleared the bench.
Right. They have not been fouling or doing any dirty calls or anything.
Yeah,
which is always good to see.
When teams get flustered, you start to see
it can compound itself, can it? Yes.
Yes.
And when things are going good, that could compound itself as well. So the Cardinals can just, take that momentum, keep going with it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Watch the clock run in their favor. So we should see a 4-game losing streak come to an end tonight then for them as they get ready to go into region play in a couple of days.
I believe you said BC Reign was our first.
Reign, yes, correct.
That's going to be a good game. As talking to some of the soccer players, they've said BC Reign has improved, as well as Faith Academy, which is another strong team we play this year. Oh, just a beautiful through ball right there, trying to get it to Max. And Robertsdale will try and clear it, and they'll just get it to the St. Michael side of the field. But, I mean, this game is just about wrapping up.
Yeah, the clock will continue to run from here. They do have tomorrow is when they play rain, and that's a home game, so we'll be back here again tomorrow. 6:30 p.m. is what it says on the schedule. Enterprise is coming Saturday. That's a non-region. And then next week, Tuesday is Alberta in a region game. And then next Friday, Bayside Academy away.
That'll be a very good game, Bayside.
They close out March with Citronelle, a non-region game. And then 3 home region games after that. Or 2 home regions. We'll play Bayside at home and Rain as well in April.
The opportunity here for the Cardinals. Got to Jake.
And then the
Jake
postseason.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh,
it was Jackson Charles. Now the shot just over the bar.
Which bar?
I was just out of bounds. Goes out of bounds. 7:20 left on the clock. Starting to wrap this thing up.
Tries to get that cross just a little bit too far. 6 minutes left in this game. Not much going on.
The Bears have lost the pep in their step.
As it looks like Andy Cisneros will come on for Hillel Bill. As the only non-subs on that field, I believe.
We have Santiago down here. I think he's in for Huck.
Giving all those key guys a rest. Toby tries to get the through ball there. On target, good pass, just blocked by Robertsdale. And they're going to give it back to Mark. See what he does with it. And Andy's going to get it.
Andy showing his speed as he
good clear.
Throws it down the field. Andy Cisneros, he's a sophomore, is he not?
He is.
He is a sophomore.
Sophomore.
That's just going to go straight to St. Michael right there. Another scoring opportunity. A beautiful pass from Andrew Kiernan. Oh, my goodness. Ooh. That was a really good kick by Jack Charles.
5.5 minutes left in this game.
Now they've stopped the goalie from kicking that ball. After we spoke about that, he really got it far down the field, but to no real help.
Did.
So they gave up on that strategy. Free kick for the Cardinals right at the circle.
So Andrew Keenan will take this one. Never mind, I guess it'll be a Huck's. Nope. Who's that, Nathaniel?
I think that's Luke Lowe.
Oh, Luke Lowe.
Booming kick. And that's just going to get swallowed up by the Robertsdale keeper.
He was looking for Toby Edmonston there. Toby tried to get his forehead on it. Not quite able to hit it in. That's what he was trying to do anyway.
Booming kick again. Sign this guy up to play punter for Robertsdale. At least they can do.
Broken up by the Cardinals, and Mark Flynn grabs it.
Good save
Mark. There by Mark Flynn.
I think that's the crowd's favorite, Mr. Tony. Good kick. Let's see if Alex can get to that. And yes, he can. Good change of direction. Oh, tries to get it to Wells.
Toby Evans tries to get it in. Long kick there from Andrew Cordy. Or
Kiernan.
Andrew Kiernan.
Right into the middle of the net, but gathered up by the keeper. Finn, how's it going up there? Cold or anything?
It's pretty cold up top.
Chilly?
Yep.
You didn't want that sweatshirt when I offered it to you. It's too late now.
It's not too bad.
The wind has died down, so we can tell that from your microphone, actually. So
yeah,
that helps.
Had a windy microphone in the first half.
But it's March in Lower Alabama. You can see anything from 40 degrees at night to
80
degrees during the day. Watching the last 2.5 minutes tick away here as the substitutes out there for St. Michael are trying really hard. They'd like to see another goal.
That's what I like about this team. We don't let up.
No, we're not. And then Mark Flynn, he wants to keep that goose egg up there.
He does.
Good play by Toby, getting that ball away from Robertsdale.
Reaching the 2-minute mark.
Two minutes left. Now, how about this? In the world of basketball, as you know, March Madness, the play-in has started. St. Francis is down 4
Yep.
to Alabama State as they were leading at halftime by a couple points.
I've been keeping my eye on this game up here. About 2 minutes remaining in that game as well. First forward winner plays
First deep
Auburn.
ball. Santiago. Sorry if I interrupted you. Go ahead.
First forward plays Auburn, the winner of this game, in a 16-1 matchup.
Again, and St. Francis has a losing record and are still in the tournament this year.
One of the first teams to do that in a while.
Yeah, which is a goal possibility here. Oh, and just cannot get it. Let's see what Robertsdale does with the last minute of the game.
You said Robertsdale. It's Robertsdale Mitchell.
Silly Mitchell.
I think that's enough for Franklin for tonight. No, I'm just kidding.
Silly goose. 45 seconds until the Cardinals take their victory. Trying to give the JV guys some goal.
There could be a goal right here. Oh, and Alex just overshoots it, but Andrew Kiernan gets it back. Andrew Kiernan looks like he might try and get something here. And I think that just should about do it, unless something happens. Good movement from Luke Lowe. And that ball just goes out of bounds. Time ticks down to 10 seconds. And I do not believe we have any extra time.
I can't see. There you do.
Not that I can remember. They call it. There's the end of the game. Well, let's let Finn Larsh down out of the top there. Finn, give us your highlight of the game.
My highlight of the game is probably got to be one of Jake Lazary's goals. The one where he weaved through was pretty great. The fact that you're able to do that against a team like Robertsdale is pretty good.
And Mitchell Swanson, your highlight of the evening.
Highlight of the evening was definitely Raphael Duchesne hat trick, as well as Jake Lazary. Both two extremely good players. Putting 8 on the board, that's really incredible, especially against a 7A team. So I think that Coach Tito can hold his head high and the team can hold their head high as they head into region play this upcoming week.
Franklin?
You can't really give a highlight to an 8-0 game, but I mean, Jack Charles two scores, Raphael the hat trick, and Jake Lazar the hat trick in only the second half. So overall, the Cardinals did a great job. Mark Flynn didn't touch the ball one time with the hands in the first half, and we ended in a goose egg. So that's really good defense, really good offense. Great job of the Cardinals overall.
A really good night. Yeah, as you said, putting up 8. It's hard to really find a highlight of them all out of 8 goals into the night. But Raphael Duchesne, will give him my thumbs up for a hat trick like he did. And so tomorrow night, Anybody interested, it's the first region game against BC Reign tomorrow night at 6:30 p.m. here at the Nest, which means the Wild Cardinal Network will be there as well. Hopefully, my cohorts in crime here, and Mitchell Swanson, Finn Larch, and Franklin Cash can be here as well. I don't hear a no.
Hopefully so. We'll see.
First region game, we'll give it a try. Well, there you have it. That is it. 8-0 over the Robertsdale Golden Bears tonight. Your St. Michael boys varsity soccer scheme victorious after a 4-game losing streak, so things are turning around for them, and we start region play tomorrow night, pardon me. Franklin, sign us off.
Thank you all for watching, and you are watching Cardinal Soccer on the WCN. Good night.